Hey Sagittarius, this read is for you guys. I hope you had a good weekend. Let's get going. Let's see what the universe has in store for you guys for Monday. So universe, what messages do you have for Sagittarius today? You got some insight, some guidance, some affirmations, maybe even some warnings. Woof! And I got a bunch of cards falling out. I feel like that one wanted to pop out too. So let's see what she's all about today. So we have spiritual union, new beginnings, conflict and defeat, mental conflict, and movement, choices, and decisions. I feel like we're going to be speaking about love in this read. Maybe a new love? Because I don't get a negative vibe off of the spiritual union card. I'll show you that guy there. I'm not sure what our choices and decisions are going to be and what we're conflicted about, so I'm going to keep pulling cards. So I pulled harmony, disruption, discontent and boredom, spiritual strength, and stand your ground. I'm getting an asking for what you need vibe from these cards. Perhaps disrupting old patterns of behavior. Maybe not quietly stewing on things that aren't working for us. Being able to be more open and honest so that we can find the harmony in our relationships. So I have the Seven of Wands card here. The Seven of Wands tends to represent standing up for your ideals, sometimes drawing your line in the sand. And to me, I get the same kind of vibe off of the Seven of Wands that I get from the Stand Your Ground card. That assertiveness. I have the Queen of Swords here. I see the word truth with her, like personal truths, speaking personal truths. I have the Two of Swords as well, and the Two of Swords can represent an indecision, feeling sort of deadlocked, having trouble seeing the logic in a situation or choosing a path or making a decision. I have Temperance, which represents finding an even balance between logic and emotion, and I feel like it's tied in with the Two of Swords. And I have the Hermit as well that I feel like is tied in with these, and the Hermit tends to represent sort of doing some soul searching and introspection, looking at things in a logical way and not an emotional way. What are these inner truths? I'm going to pull more cards because I feel like I'm still missing a piece of the story on this one. Okay, I don't know if you guys are going to like this one a whole lot, but I was going to tell you what the cards are telling me. So I feel like this new romance is somebody you feel a very deep connection with. I feel like that's where the spiritual union card comes in. I don't think you're done with your old relationship yet. So I have the King of Swords here, and he looks pretty cheesed off. But I don't think this is you. I think this is your other person. I don't even want to call them an ex because I don't feel like they are an ex. Now I don't know if this is just a separation that you're in. that needs to be finalized in courts to make it more permanent. But I feel like there's still a tie to this person. I have the Ace of Wands. I see the word affair with Ace of Wands. So I think one way or another, this isn't an honest relationship, this new one that you're starting up. I have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is sometimes called the blast from the past card. Someone or something from your past coming back. I feel like it's this King of Swords, your King of Swords, your current, I don't know if you're married or if it was a long-term commitment and like just living together for a very long time. So in the eyes of the law, you're connected. But I don't feel like it's been, I don't feel like that connection has been severed. I feel like it's still there. There's something else here. I have the Devil card next to the Five of Wands. I feel like this relationship that you've left but isn't completely ended was volatile. Perhaps this person was violent. They were abusive. There's definitely things going on here that you are hiding from this new partner. As I have the Five of Wands tends to speak of conflict. I got it on top of the King of Swords. This other person who you haven't quite detached from yet. And I also have the Devil card as well, which can speak to a person with a very destructive and manipulative energy. I feel like that's who they are, but I feel a very violent energy coming off of them. And I have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords can represent a situation in which you feel you were treated unfairly or something was taken from you. I just get the words sneaking around. So I think you're trying to hide your new relationship for whatever reason. Feel like you think you're doing it to protect this new person from this King of Swords. I feel like that's why you're doing it. But you're definitely holding back the truth. I have the Four of Pentacles here. And he could be called the Miser card. And a lot of times he speaks of greed. He warns against being greedy or being a penny pincher. But I got him on top of the Two of Cups, which I feel speaks to this new relationship of yours. And I feel like he represents that you're holding back from this new partner. So I have the Fool card here. The Fool card can represent taking a leap of faith. I think that's what you're going to have to do in this situation. I think you need to take a leap of faith. You need to tell this new person what's going on. I got the Knight of Pentacles. And he can speak to two things. He can speak to something that you've been working towards for a long time, finally coming to fruition, and usually finances. But he can speak to a person and qualities as well. And the qualities are steady and loyal. So I feel like these are the qualities of your new partner. I feel like you'll be pleasantly surprised when you tell them what's actually going on, how supportive they're going to be. But you need to end the lying and the sneaking around. I feel like being able to talk to this person, finding the strength to be honest and tell them what's going on. Feel like it's going to be a new beginning for you emotionally, because you're going to be letting go of a lot of the conflict, a lot of the fear, a lot of the anxiety. It won't have a hold over you anymore because you're being open and honest. The Chariot to me encourages positive forward movement. So perseverance, telling the truth to this person, and then keeping this relationship honest, because I feel like you feel a very deep connection with this new person, very positive, and you really don't want to ruin that by keeping things from them and starting things out in a very dishonest way. Okay, I have the Hanging Man here, and the Hanging Man to me represents you holding yourself back from success, allowing sort of negative thoughts, negative emotions to hang you up and get hung up on. And I have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles speaks of new beginnings, and because your Knight was Pentacles too, I feel like it also ties in to this person. I don't feel like it speaks to finance like Pentacles tend to. I think it speaks to this Knight of yours. And sort of a new, I feel like the relationship is newer as well, but I feel like this is going to be a new beginning for a new relationship, being able to clear the air here. I have the Ten of Swords. Can represent disappointing endings, but endings that are beneficial for you in the long run. I feel like it's tying into your King of Swords. And being able to sever those ties. I don't know what all the implications would be from that. I feel like you guys have been together long enough and in a way that there might be legal repercussions, and that might be why it's a disappointing ending, because I don't feel like leaving this person is going to be disappointing for you. I feel that they're quite abusive and volatile, but I feel like there's other reasons there. I also have the World card as well, and the World card represents positive things manifesting for you from you learning life and universal lessons. So to me, that means being honest with this person, doing things the right way. I feel like the universe will reward you for that. So I have the Eight of Wands here. The Eight of Wands can represent an even give and take, or sorry, communication. I have the Six of Pentacles, which represents an even give and take. So to me, these cards tied together are also speaking of being honest and an even give and take in the relationship. Because I feel like you expect this person to be honest with you. But how can you expect them to be honest with you if you're not being honest with them? So I feel like it's a two-way street. That's what these cards are telling you. I have the Seven of Pentacles. To me, the Seven of Pentacles represents an abundant harvest. So not just the abundance that comes from that harvest, but the work that you put in so that you can have the abundant harvest. And I also feel like that ties in to the honesty and the communication and laying the groundwork here. I have the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords can represent separation, but not permanent separation. Sometimes separation with the chance of reconciliation. So I feel like this also ties into your King of Knights, and this is where you're at right now. It's not, the separation hasn't been written in stone. The line hasn't been drawn. The door has not been closed. Feel like things are in limbo there. That situation needs to get dealt with. I have the Two of Pentacles here. Then I have the King of Wands. I feel like this is also speaking to this other person, this King of Swords. And you're juggling both of these people right now is what I feel. As well as juggling the truth. And that's what the Eight of Swords speaks to me. You're having trouble seeing your way through to being open and honest. I think you're worried. I think there's a lot of fear from possible repercussions from this person that you're separated from. So I pulled wisdom, shadow, light, and awareness. To me, these are speaking of shedding light on the truth. Because right now I feel like this shadow card is speaking to what you're doing, sort of living two lives, living two truths, not being open and honest, and you're trying to hide things at this point. So I feel like it speaks of bringing everything out into the open and into the light. I think it speaks to the wisdom of doing that, of being honest with everybody around you. And to me, the awareness card represents what's going to happen when you do that and the reaction that you're going to get from this partner of yours. I think you might be surprised. They might be angry. I just have this feeling they're not going anywhere, that you're going to have support in all of this. And I think that's going to surprise you, because I think that's part of your fear with coming clean right now, is that you're going to lose this person. But I don't feel like that's the way it's going to go. Alrighty, guys. That's what the cards are saying to me today. I hope you enjoyed the read. Please feel free to comment, because I love hearing from you guys. Alright, take care.